He's like, I've literally done the math. I've talked to several scientists, doctors, and literally it doesn't add up. What does girl stuff mean? I am a dad. I wasn't prepared for this.
Disclaimer. We do not own or claim ownership of the Pokemon franchise and any Pokemon established in official canon. That's all owned by Nintendo, Game Freak, and Creatures. This is just a podcast made by 4 friends who love Pokemon. It's our love letter to a franchise most of us grew up with, so please go support the official release. Previously on PKMN Legacy, welcome to Makun Town.
Is it saying that the gym is a motel?
Chadwickington.
I've just gotten my 4th badge.
My name's Roshambo. Welcome to the Little Melee Motel.
This is the guy we're supposed to talk to about the mask. Do you think you could fix it?
If you need supplies, I'd be happy to lend you a couple things. Will you also be doing the gym challenge?
We will be doing that tomorrow. That strange note that Chris found. Rally under Moonshroud at the Crown of Shoals. Bring red blood to our ranks.
It's a patchwork job, but it's a mask once more. Partway through constructing this, you sort of zoned out.
When did I put this together?
The 2 of you leave your room, lock up. You pass by the poolside with the beach chairs scattered about, the closed hot tub, walk around the corner, and you come across to the main office near the entrance of this whole motel complex. You open up the door. You can see Roshambo in the back sort of cleaning some dishes up.
Hello?
Oh, Alola there. Couldn't sleep?
Something like that. I just wanted to thank you for the materials to fix, our little toy here.
Oh, good. So it worked out then. Great.
Yes. I was actually wondering if I could, show it to you and see if that maybe would, jog your memory a little bit, if you knew anything else.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to get anything out of it more than I've already gotten, but sure.
So Madi hands him the mask that is now put together. Hope in her eyes.
And it speaks to all of you, or?
Only to her so far.
Alrighty, let me see what I can do.
He cracks his knuckles. He puts his hands just hovering slightly above the mask and closes his eyes. And the door swings open.
Hey, everyone.
Bonjour! And Madi just stands in front of the mask. She puts her body in front of it and kind of spreads her arms or on the front of the desk. Casual, kind of awkward pose. How was your walk?
Oh, it was actually really... Any reason you're in that really awkward position, Maddie?
I have to pee.
That's
why.
Have to be.
No, I have to pee.
Wait, if you're in that... What? Wait, what? What?
It's the latest exercise.
Yes!
It's good for flow.
Yes! You wouldn't know. You're not a woman.
What?
Sorry. Hold on.
I think Chris wouldn't even try to touch that. He'd be
Hold on. I do just want to clarify. Inclusive of all people with periods. Not just women. Anybody who has a period.
Chris.
That was just Maddie. Maddie didn't think about it.
What have you done to my pure little podcast?
Hey!
Natural.
I was going to say, it's natural.
It is.
It was so innocent, though.
Chris he hears this and he's like, well, I'm going to let you handle that.
Good idea.
Yes. Yeah. If you need anything, he's panicking. He's like, oh god. He's like, I wasn't prepared for this, Mike. Hold on. He's sweating. He's like, yeah. Y'all, you take care of that. I will be in my room if you need me. Have a good night.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Oh, what did I walk into?
Maddie like looks at Velma with her eyes like just wide and just like, what? What was that?
I don't know. It don't
It
just
came out, okay? It just came out.
So, about that mask.
How is he handling all this?
Oh, don't worry about that. We just have
I think this is one mystery that I am fine with being out of the loop for.
Excellent. So, anything that you found?
Well, normally channeling only works on things that are living, things that have souls and emotions. They don't really work on inanimate objects. That being said, there's something about this mask that I don't know. It won't really talk to me, so to say.
Huh.
Do you feel like it's alive?
Well, the fact that I can feel some emotions whatsoever from this mask should say enough.
Wait, you said you feel emotions from it.
They're hard to sense, but there's something there. I just don't know if those feelings really translate.
Well, do you know what the feelings are, or what they feel like to you?
It feels broken.
But we just fixed it.
I don't think it's...
Maddie's a himbo.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't think it's just physically broken. It's kind of deeper than that.
Huh.
But that's about the extent I can get out of it.
Well, thank you for your help. If you think of anything else, let us know, okay?
Sure, I'll sleep on it. So, only you can hear it, huh?
I mean, that's what it looks like, but maybe that'll change.
Well, you guys said you weren't doing the gym challenge tonight, so I will let you have sweet dreams.
All right, thank you. You too.
Yeah, thanks.
Maddie, let's have you roll a heart check.
Alrighty. I got a 3!
Yay.
3. Okay, so that is a good.
Not too shabby compared to, like, other rolls that we've been getting.
Maddie, why don't you start this dream out for me?
Oh, we're having a dream.
Ooh, dream sequence.
sure.
So started out how? You mean like
Just whatever.
the setting?
Yeah, give me a typical dream that Maddie might have.
Ooh, you know what? I'm thinking that, is it laze or laze? I always forget.
Laze Chad Wickington
thought.
III, heir to the Chad Wickington fortune.
I'm thinking that this guy is on her mind because she's mad about seeing him on her newly claimed turf of the Appalachia region. You know, she's like, this was supposed to be my place. She appears, you know, in the classic dreamscape, looks around her, everything seems kind of dark. And she hears this laughter. Exactly. She recognizes it instantly. Heir to the Chad Wickington throne, correct?
Fortune, but close enough.
Fortune. Well, he's like, why, you don't want to be a king? Like, come on, man.
Do you know how much power to have to give up to become king?
So she hears his laughter around, and she's like, laissez.
Laissez, like laissez-faire.
And she looks around, and he steps out of the shadows. And he's laughing. He's got, you know, all of these designs that she has on papers are like floating around him and appearing as he's laughing. It's just like taunting her. The more that appear, suddenly she's like drowning in her own like papers of like designs.
Ooh, I like that. All these designs of your dresses, your gowns, your clothing, your accessories, they're all swirling around you, creating this whirlpool. You're slowly getting sucked deeper and deeper into the pool, and all the while, as the paper rustles around you and muffles your hearing, you can still hear that beady sounding. it's all darkness. And you're just floating in a sort of void. And you see a speck, a warm, glowing light, deeper in this dark murk that you found yourself floating in.
Is it far away or is it just small?
Yes to both.
Ooh.
It seems a very faint glow. Maybe once you get there, you could fit it in the palm of your hand. But it is floating far beneath you right now.
Okay, so we're gonna do the classic Maddie move and not think before we act. And we are going to attempt to get closer to this speck of light. Because I'm standing, right? I'm just trying to figure out if I need to, like, dig at the floor.
Oh, no, there's
or
no
walk
floor.
towards
There's
it.
no walls. It's
I'm
just.
standing on something, like,
Oh, no,
whether it's
you're
thin
not.
air that's.
You're like floating.
Oh, I'm floating!
Yes, how you might catch yourself in like a. Floating in the middle of water.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. We're gonna try and, like, air swim over to it then. Will that even work?
Why don't you make a forceful check and find out?
All right. I got a 4!
Ooh.
Maddie's luck is up today.
You feel a burning need to, you take your arms out and swim as hard as you can through this space and try to get to it. And you're swimming strong, very strong.
Too strong.
Too strong. You feel a crackling in your skin.
What?
And you look at your hand. You're missing a few fingers and they're floating behind you.
What? Oh my god.
You're investigating your hand. You have it clutched in your other one. As you're looking at it, it's staying in place, but also at the same time, it seems to be moving away from you towards the side. And you blink and you realize one of your eyes is floating away from you.
We've come this far now. I have to find out what that is. And she keeps trying to, like, swim towards it.
You swim closer and closer and closer. All the while, more pieces of you are falling apart, falling behind. By the time you reach towards it, it's mostly just a fragment of your face trying to get closer to that. And by the time you reach it...
No! I was right in the middle of a very important dream.
It stamps impatiently on your stomach because it needs something to take back to the professor now.
Yes. I truly have been working on something. Kay, I have, like, because we had discussed the designs. I presume that I have those in my bag.
Yes, you have the sketches for the circlet you were planning to make for Ginger, but you haven't handed it to them yet, because you made that after the second visit from Pecky Pecky.
Right, so that's what I'm going to hand him. Now, do I give it to you, or...?
He steps and spins around, lifts one of its legs up, where you see some loose string attached to it.
All right, so I tear out the pages that I'm going to give to Pecky Pecky, and I roll them up, and I tie them on a little string on his leg, and I give him a little pat on the head. I think the professor would like that.
Pecky Pecky nods, jumps up in the air,
Oh!
teleports.
Oh.
You're a wizard, Pecky Pecky!
Dry, did you forget that Pecky Pecky could do that?
Kind of, yeah.
I didn't know Pecky Pecky could do that, I forgot.
Well, I'm glad I can keep surprising you guys then.
Forever and always.
You open up the curtains. It is a much better weather day than before. You can still hear the rumble of thunder in the distance, but at this point, Maycoon Town is not near where the storm is happening.
And Velma's just splayed out on her bed, just knocked out asleep.
Oh, so cute. Maddie looks over at Velma, and she kind of like nudges her, and she's like, "Hey, Velma, wake up!
What? Huh?
The storm has finally passed. We should go outside and explore."
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. She gets off the bed and she kind of flops onto the floor. Meant to do that. Meant to do that.
Of course.
Let's switch right over real quick. Whoop. Chris, what you doing?
Chris is... Depends on how early in the morning it is.
9 a.m. maybe.
Chris is definitely awake, but he's sort of like... He's just trying to get himself together, washing his face. Definitely checking to see if he's gotten any messages from his daughter. Just making sure everything's all good to go. Packing up his stuff and getting prepared for the day.
You check your phone. Other than your usual yellow heart to her, orange heart to you correspondence, it's all good.
Oh, sweet. Well, then with that being said, he's gonna walk out and, is there any breakfast that's provided?
Yeah, the three of you head to the main office where there's a few tables laid about. You sit down, and not soon after, Roshambo and his Raichu come out of the kitchen.
Who wants malasadas?
Oh!
What's a malasada?
Only the most scrumptious of Alolan dishes.
And he plops some plates in front of you. It's fried dough.
Oh my gosh, I've always wanted to try this.
I remember these. I had these on my honeymoon. I remember them now. I forgot what their name was. Thank you very much for this breakfast.
Oh, merci!
Thanks.
Is that actually what they're called, or is that a Alolan name for
And
it?
that's actually what they're called in game.
What, malasadas? Yeah, it's what they're called in game and what they're called in real life.
Yummy. I didn't know what those were. That sounds delicious.
So you all enjoy a hearty breakfast of fried dough. Not nutritious, but it is delicious.
Okay, I've wanted to ask this question, but I felt bad asking it. But Velma, your hair?
Yeah.
Is that like natural, or do you have to do something to get them like that?
It's the family heritage.
Heritage. They finger guns at each other.
It is too early for this.
Don't encourage them.
Maddie just finger gunning at everyone.
Anyway, aside from last night, what did you two get up to?
Velma, you want to tell him what we were up to?
Oh, girl talk. You know what things like.
Yes, of course.
Right.
I mean, if you really want the details.
No.
We can tell you everything.
No.
Kitchen's closed.
No. No, I'm perfectly fine with not knowing that. Just wanted to make sure you all were fine and not doing anything you weren't supposed to. Just don't need explicit details on what went down.
Suit yourself.
And
I think we found ourselves a new code word.
Hell yeah.
Oh, God.
Anytime we talk about the mask, it's girl stuff.
Eventually Chris is just gonna be like going through like medical books, being like, okay, how do I? Because he wants to be helpful. He's like, what does girl stuff mean? And he's like, goes to the nurse Joy one day, and he's like, what does girl stuff mean? I am a dad. I wasn't prepared for this.
This doesn't add up. This is not how your chemicals in your body work.
I've literally done the math. I've talked to several scientists, doctors, and literally it doesn't add up.
Meanwhile, Nurse Joy, for some reason, oh no, they're just talking about ancient masks and artifacts.
Yeah, literally.
And she just naturally knows, like, oh no, that's like, the cultist stuff, something about the mask and all that good stuff.
She's like, she gives us the entire backstory of the mask, like she knows. We just had to ask Nurse Joy this whole time.
Was she like a secret encounter that we just didn't know about?
She's the final secret super boss. A team of 6 Blissies.
It's Dr. Joy lives up on King's Tower and is the ultimate ruler of all of the Nurse Joys.
Oh my God, Dr. Joy.
They're all a hive mind under the doctor. And you hear in a hellish chorus, we hope to see you again. We hope to see you again.
Oh, the stuff of nightmares for Chris.
So we've figured out your game, haven't we, Kay?
All right, so this gym battle, right? We gotta get that done.
Well, the day is so nice. Velma and I were going to go explore a little bit before the battle. Would you like to come?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I wouldn't mind I wouldn't mind going to see the area again. It was quite nice last night, although it's kind of empty.
Well, it's a new day. Maybe there will be more people.
That is a good point. Well, if you're ready for a little side quest, we can do that.
Why not?
Let's do it.
Oh, before you three go, Maddie, if you could hang back a bit. I have some, you said you were from Kalos, right?
Oh, yes.
I have some stuff I'd like to show you.
Oh, well, thank you. That would be great. I'll meet you outside, okay?
Yeah, sure thing. So it's definitely a family hairstyle and not, something you have to do every day.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just wondering. Now, are you 100% positive about that? Sorry.
Okay, why don't you have a seat right there?
Sure. So what is it that you wanted to show me?
You said you were able to hear that mask, right?
Yes. That's correct.
In your past, even before coming here, have you ever experienced strange events? Dreams, visions, objects suddenly floating around you? Stuff like that?
Before coming to this region?
Throughout your life?
I mean, not while I'm awake. I mean, I did have this weird dream last night, but I don't think that means anything.
Tell me about this dream you had.
Okay. I know that it started with this buffoon that was in town last night. But after a while, I was in this strange space. I was just floating and, there was this light and it was glowing and I tried to go towards it and the closer I got, it was almost like my body couldn't hold itself together and everything was just floating around me and I was just about to grab it and I was woken up. So there isn't really much to tell, but I was just pretty frustrated when I woke up because I was so close.
And I'm guessing you've had weird dreams like this before?
Similar, yes, but that one was much stronger than the others. Does it mean anything to you?
It might, but it's more important if it means something to you.
I don't know. I was completely confused when I woke up.
I've traveled this region for quite a bit, and I've seen some people with some crazy abilities, powers, freaky stuff, all that jazz.
Abilities? No. I'm just a normal girl. I'm just a student. I'm here for a study abroad. Like this, everything's normal.
But ever since you came here, you've been having these strange visions when you've been asleep.
Well, yes, but I didn't used to have those.
I know you're probably thinking it's weird, this whole thing, but honestly, this power lies in anybody. Anybody can learn to tap into this, given the right time or circumstances. Sometimes it's longer than others. Sometimes it never kicks. But I think for you, I think you've already found the right circumstances.
What power? What do you mean?
He holds out his hands, palms up.
You mind?
Maddie just kind of like looks skeptically at him. She places her hands on top of his.
I want you to make a heart check.
Ooh, this is getting mysterious. I got a 3.
The silence is very awkward for you. He seems to be very focused while you're just sitting there, unsure of what you're supposed to do with everything else besides your hands, just waiting. And finally, he lowers his hands and brings it back to his side.
It's faint, but there's something inside you that you can tap into.
But how would I do that? What even is there to tap into?
That's something you're gonna have to find out for yourself. Let me put it this way. Just take your time today. Explore with your friends. A lot of good sights around the town. I particularly enjoy taking strolls to the little waterfall grotto over there by the coast, north of here. Very nice, quiet place. Good spot for a little meditation.
Sounds good. She starts waving back to Roshambo, and she's like, thank you! Guys, I know where we're going today!
Okay. I thought we were going on a nice stroll. I thought that was established.
We're exploring, and this is a place where we can explore.
Okay.
We have to go to the waterfall.
Yeah, we can go to the waterfall.
It's gonna be so pretty.
Okay.
Besides, we can talk about girl stuff there.
Or we could...
Yeah. I'll go south. That all sounds good. Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
Hello again, my friend. It's another trip to the pause menu with your good old GMK. How you doing? I don't know where that voice is going, but okay. Thank you for supporting the show by watching it with your ear holes. If you would like to continue supporting the show in other ways, we have a Patreon where you can support us financially with money stuff. And in the process, get rewards like your name in the end credits of the YouTube release, access to behind-the-scenes bonus tidbits. In our latest one, we broke down Divots Pass, which was the Blistybug dungeon that you just left a while ago. And for Ultra Baller tier patrons, you get your name mentioned here verbally in the pause menu, like the fine folk that I'm about to read from this list. Cammy Cat, Dongo the King, Donkey Oto, Doodle Boy, Lizzie McPoof, Mr. Someone, and Turtle Lover 2244. I think I was going for a lounge singer with that. I'm not sure. Anywho, you could tweet about the show using the hashtag PKMN Legacy. And if you do that, you are eligible for the same reward as all our patrons get, which is to get your name used as one of the names of our NPCs.
Alola, everyone. Roshi VA here, aka Roshambo, in this lovely podcast. If you would like to take a look at some of my work, videos, projects, and stuff like that, please stop by my channel. I've got fandubs, covers, movie reviews, let's plays, pretty much anything you can think of. And I would just like to thank Kay for letting me get the opportunity to voice Roshambo in this awesome podcast. I was part of the original test play of this game, and Roshambo was the character that I used. So thank you, Kay. Thank you, everyone watching, and I'll let you get back to the awesome podcast.
Dry, you got anything?
Nah, not anything as of recent. Not really.
Cool. Chi-Chi?
Nada.
Ariana?
No.
But the real question is, Kay, do you have anything to plug in?
Well, I'd like to plug a little podcast called PKMN Legacy. You can find it on YouTube and on your podcast platform. It's a pretty decent show. I
You can
think.
find it playing in your room right now.
Right now.
Right now. This very instant.
Right now.
Hi, Adora. I'd like to plug my cat.
Okay. Adora, do you have anything to plug
Are
yourself?
you going to say something? Oh my God, say something. That'd be so funny. What is it? No, she's like not going to know.
Only because you asked and you wanted it. And now when we don't...
Do you have anything to say? Do you have something to say? Hi. She's right up against the mic.
Adora, say something.
Wait. You want to say something?
Adora, face them.
Say something.
Adora, face the mic.
What do you have to say?
Adora.
Plug something. I'm giving you free advertising.
Adora, you broke my heart. We wasted enough time in this pause menu here.
Actually, you know when I said I didn't have anything to plug?
Okay. Well, apparently Chi-Chi lied. She has something to plug.
So when this comes out, make sure y'all tune in to Game Boy Jones' channel for Fairy Tale airs a song called Requip. Me and my buddy Game Boy Jones did it. It's really cool. You should listen to it. It goes hard.
Back to the episode. Unpause. The three of you are out and about in the town. You have the day to explore. Where do you guys want to go first?
Well, I know that Maddie wants to go to the waterfall, so, or if anybody else wants to go anywhere else first, that's totally fine.
Let me look at this town map.
Where has Chris been already?
He's he's been around basically the residential row area, the old boardwalk near the Pokemon Center, and that's it so far.
You've only actually gone inside the Pokemon Center.
Ah.
You haven't really explored anywhere else, really. You strolled past it, but you didn't actually,
Right. Yeah, no, plus it was probably too dark to really see much of anything aside from the light from the Pokemon Center.
I was gonna say, now that it's day, is there anything different?
It seems to be as relatively empty as before. No people on the roads. It's rather cold this time of season, so maybe they've gone to more warmer climes.
Warmer climes.
Warmer climes.
Speaking of very weird words, you can see a yacht in the distance parked just off the coast of the Sandy Shoals Marina.
Oh, it's Laze.
Apparently, his celebrations last quite a while.
What exactly is he celebrating again? His gym thing?
His victory against Meikun gym leader
That's what I thought. Okay.
and his 4th badge.
That's right. Oh, didn't I tell him that I had like way more badges than I did?
Yes, and you refused to show him.
Didn't Maddie, take one of Chris's Pokeballs that had diamond in it and just popped it out just to be like, look what we have?
Yes.
Oh my god.
But when he found out it wasn't a shiny, he had no interest in it whatsoever.
Oh, that's right. His team of shinies. Okay. This is getting interesting. Does Maddie recognize that that's his yacht?
You don't really know anyone else within your life other than Laze Chadwickington III, heir to the Chadwickington fortune, to willingly purchase and utilize such a gaudy yacht.
All right, well, I think Maddie's going to try and avoid that area then, unless any of y'all want to go over there.
I'd say for now we'll skip past it.
Well, just to specify, it's not parked in the marina, it's just off the coast.
Gotcha.
I'm sure he wouldn't want just any malcontents to just come aboard his ship.
Coals.
So, how strong is Prism Blast in water?
Chris is ready to go.
The day is still young.
Check out the rest of the board. Well, did they confirm that the rest of the boardwalk is closed for the rest of the year?
The only real thing that's really up right now during this lull in the off season is the Pokemon Center itself.
Okay.
Gotcha. Maybe Residential Row, who's still existing or out and about?
We could do that. Why don't we take a peek?
Yeah, take a quick detour there.
All right, let's explore it.
It's not a lot of houses. You can count them on 2 hands, about 7 or so. All in these faded but still beachy pastel colors. As you pass by, are you looking for anything about them in particular?
Just seeing if anyone's out and about.
I guess any sign of life?
I guess that would be just a careful check just to see how perceptive you are, maybe.
All 3 of us?
Sure.
Okay. I got a negative.
Oh, my
this is quite apropos.
So, Velma, -2. Maddie, -3.
So we're going, wee!
Maddie and Velma, with their negative rolls, are just running circles around you, Chris. You're just trying to ignore them. And with that epic 7 for careful, you're able to zone them out. And you notice that one of the lights in one of the houses seems to be a flickering a bit.
What? Why do I just imagine that Chris he enters a certain mode?
This is dad mode.
Oh, there's someone over there.
Ooh, let's go!
All right. Do these houses look very old, and if I knock on the door, it might knock down the whole infrastructure of the door?
I mean, they're not brand new, but they look like they're made in the past couple of years at least.
Okay.
The house you approach is a more modern beach house. Not huge like a mansion you might see on the Outer Banks or some other resort area, but it's a moderate-sized house with a modern-looking appearance. Around the perimeter of it, in a square, hedges with a iron gate that comes up to about chest level.
Fancy.
Fancy indeed. I think we should climb it.
That's what
Let's climb it.
That's what I had assumed. I feel like climbing would, be against the law.
There are no
But
laws.
can we go under it?
Ooh.
Well, that's one option.
Under the ground?
Yes.
Can we go over the hedge? Like the hit movie.
That's being generous.
I'm good with whatever y'all want to do.
Okay, so Kay, how high are these hedges, and if we were to climb them, would there be any consequences if we were to fall?
The hedges are about 6 feet tall, or maybe a little under it. The gate's about 4.5 feet tall. You could fall. You might hurt your tuchus a bit, but nothing's going to be hurt, like, severely.
All right, I'm a little old in my age, but I assume I should be able to climb this if you all are very adamant about going inside or talking to whoever's in there.
I mean, what else is there to do?
Oh, not do this and go to the waterfall, but I feel as though we've already come this far, so there's no turning back.
That's the spirit.
That's not what okay.
Let's go.
Whee!
Okay.
All right, everyone either make careful or quick checks.
I'm gonna make it careful because I feel like quick would not be in Chris's favor. And I was correct.
Nice.
Chris, the real MVP for this one.
Why do I think that with those zeros, even though I know they're not bad, but like Velma and Maddie try to go up there really fast, but they just end up just falling because they don't have a good grip, and Chris is
They
like,
just Naruto run into it.
So, Maddie, Velma, you take your marks and you boom, run right for it. Arms back, streamlined so you don't get any wind resistance as you get the maximum effort, and you leap into the air and crash right into the head wall. And just bounce back, leaves foliage stuck to your face. Meanwhile, Chris, you carefully and with practiced precision climb up the shrubbage and make your way carefully to the other side.
slow and steady wins the race.
Don't patronize me.
I'd say before he gets all the way up there, he stops, looks down, and he says, "Would you like a hand?"
Velma just kind of slowly raises her arm and she's like, "Yes, please."
Good choice.
Maddie just doesn't say anything. No, like she gives him her hand, but she doesn't say anything.
Oh, fair enough. Actually, Chris is like, "I'm sorry, Maddie, I can't read minds. I need a yes or no."
I was trying to think of something clever where Maddie be like, "I don't know, would you like my foot?" And then she just like kicks the hedge. But she's just like, "I need your help to get up there, please."
Good enough. And he helps her up.
Make a forceful check, Chris.
Oh, this should be good. Please, nothing low. Okay, that's not that bad.
So with that too, Velma is easy pickings, literally. You pick her up, get her over the edge. Maddie, you reach out for your hand. It's a bit of a struggle as you help her climb up, and you lose your footing, and you drag her down to the other side with you. And just, you both clamber onto the ground. Boom, boom.
Ow. Okay, so what did we learn here?
Nothing really.
Excellent. That's the correct answer.
Here's what you did learn. With the impact and the thud you make on the ground, it jostles the gate, and it just clicks open.
You know, in hindsight, we probably should have checked that.
Okay, you're on the other side of the perimeter. The house is in front of you. Door is closed. No one seems to be home, but you can still see a light flickering.
We should go check.
I don't know. I feel like...
We came all this way.
Literally 2 feet onto the other side of a wall.
We came all this way.
I mean, we're here already. So.
Question. Can Chris make some sort of, like, perception check? Because I feel like with that flickering light, he's just like, that don't sit right with me.
Go ahead and make a careful check then.
All right. There's something evil in this
What
house.
the hell? That's
It's evil.
another... Oh, he got another goddamn 7.
Chris is like, nope, I've been down this route once, not doing it again. There is something wrong here.
All right, so with that 7, which I will repeat, he rolled for his 4 fate dice, all plus signs, plus his 3 of a careful roll, which is the maximum he could ever get with any of his scores at this current point.
It's making up for all the bad rolls that we get.
Okay, Chris, it's hard to kick old habits no matter how much you try to. Your training in reconnaissance kicks in again. You look, see a flickering. It's of an electronic origin, you can tell from the blueness of the light, probably from some sort of monitor inside. You look around the perimeter. You also notice in the corner of the entryway a small globe in the corner of the wall. A security camera, apparently.
Oh.
And you are in clear view of it, you can tell. So whatever damage you have done, it is already done.
I see. He relays the information to Velma and Maddie. Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to be here, but it seems like it's too late now. So there's only one real option at this point.
Which is?
Velma, do you still have that dust blaster?
She kind of spins it out on her finger, holds it in her hand. She's like, "Who do you think I am?"
Well, I would hope you're Velma, right? You're not a ditto, are you?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, Velma.
Okay, all right.
Here.
And he takes her dust blaster in his hand. He's like, okay, now question, how does this work?
So, oh shit, that's a good question.
I think we may have changed the rules a bit for this, but it is tied to your clever approach. Basically, if you get a 0 or below, it counts as a failure, and I get to take a move against you. If it's a 1, 2, or 3, it's a mixed success. You do what you want to do, but there might be a glitch, if appropriate. And if it's a 4 or more, it is a perfect. It works perfectly, and nothing goes wrong. I'm taking this from the Monster of the Week handbook and mashing it into the Fate system.
Okay. Okay, so there's a little dial right here to show how much dust you want for input and output. And once you got your dial set, you just pull the trigger right here and you're all set.
Huh, it's actually pretty straightforward. Thank you, Velma.
Ain't that?
Okay, real quick, Dry. With that roll, you would also probably know that if that camera is recording you, it might be recording onto some sort of database, whether that is a physical database within the house or cloud storage or whatever. You're not sure yet.
So where do you need me to suit it?
Wait, Kay, is the security camera moving or is it stagnant?
You can't tell. The glass and the body of the camera inside the glass dome is very darkly tinted.
Huh.
Something sus is going on here.
Is there a power source of some sort that's here? You said there was like a flickering light, but from all the noise and commotion we've made, I'm surprised no one's come out yet, so something's not sitting right.
You're looking for a power source to mess with, then?
Yes, sort of like to sort of either short circuit it without actually touching it, because I don't want anybody to touch a power source and get shocked.
I will say, with that 7 you got, with your reconnaissance skills, you notice that on the side of the house, you also notice a power module attached to the wall.
Velma, do you see that box right attached to the house?
Velma then pulls down her goggles and she's like, I see it.
I was wondering if you could aim your blaster at that and, see if you could shut off the power.
With pleasure. And so Velma just does her beep boop, tweet, gets everything dialed in.
Please
aims
tell
it
me
at-
she makes the mouth noises, like verbally
Oh,
as
of
well.
course she does.
Oh, that's adorable.
And you said it was for approach? Clever. And she fires? Oh no.
Oof.
Oh no.
Oof.
That's a -2, which is terrible.
Would you like me to make a suggestion?
Give me your ideas.
So one idea I had was that maybe it could be like, it's firing up, it's blasting, it's looking all cool, and then it just kind of blows from the back instead of blowing forward. I don't know if Maddie's standing behind her or anything.
Oh no.
Here's what I think we will do. You all stand back behind Velma as she readies her blaster, pumps it, warms it up. Shudders and stops. You look at it, investigating it, face to the barrel. You bang it against the power module conduit. What's the word for it? You bang against the big box of power, and clang, clang, and it explodes in all 3 of your faces. The impact of it knocks off some of the metal coverings on the power conduit and messes with the wires. The power is disabled, but you also have a nasty face full of this dust. And as you look to your blaster, it needs some repairs before you can ever use it again.
Oh no.
Oh no.
But with that, I am giving you 1 fate point.
Yay! I'll take care of this later. And she kind of slips it into her backpack.
Thank you. That really helped out quite a bit. I promise we'll get it fixed.
Yeah, thanks.
You look to the window. The lights are off. You can still see a blue flicker, much smaller than before.
Smaller because of the smoke or because somebody turned it down?
You assume that it's smaller because there aren't any other lights to join in with the brightness.
Oh.
It's just coming from a singular source now.
Okay.
But still, even with all this commotion, not a stir comes from inside.
Yeah, no, that's suspect as fuck.
Yeah. Can Maddie go towards the door?
She certainly can.
Maddie's gonna just knock.
Madi, what are you doing?
We hasn't tried it yet.
No answer.
All right, well, we should go in. Is it unlocked?
It is locked.
Oh, it's locked. Okay.
Do we do a perception check?
Velma, why don't you make a careful roll?
Oh boy. Here we go.
But that's not too bad.
Better than the last one, at least.
It is a door. It has doorknob with luck.
Still got dust in my eye.
You were wearing goggles. You have no excuse.
Great. Can I make a perception check?
Careful.
Great. No.
That is
ignore
definitely door with doorknob.
That is definitely door. Come on, Chris. You've been getting the good rolls.
I don't know if I want to press my luck, but okay. A 1. A singular 1.
Yeah.
It is a door with a doorknob with a keyhole in it. It doesn't look too complex. It could be easily picked. Or you assume you could always find another way in.
Do we have any items that we could pick it with?
Idea forming. Idea forming. Question.
Answer.
There are windows here, right?
During your perimeter search, you noticed there was a few windows, mostly on the higher levels.
Thought about it. Probably not a good idea what I was going to suggest. So instead, let's try to pick the lock.
Were you going to try and suggest climbing in?
No, I was going to suggest have one of the Pokemon that can fly go inside and try to unlock it from the inside.
Oh, listen, Bat Noir is ready to go.
Oh my! Is he still terrified?
I don't know.
Should we bring him out?
Give this man his time to shine.
All right, go for it.
Maddie, pulls out her Pokeball for her beloved Bat Noir and sends the little man's out.
You throw him out onto the porch. He flares into the air.
Hi, little buddy.
Immediately, the sunlight hits his skin, and he goes... And he, in a panic, flies underneath the porch.
I forgot it was daytime.
That didn't work out.
Well, Maddie's just like underneath the porch, just like, it's okay, come on out. I'll give you a treat. Is she able to like put him in his Pokeball from there?
Yeah, you can recall him, but he's not coming out of his own accord. Not anymore.
Maddie recalls him and she just like silently walks back over to them and she goes, so anyone else got any ideas?
Velma does have Minion, who's a Dustox, though.
Wait a minute. Pause. Velma, don't you have Goonie?
Oh.
Yeah, couldn't you get Goonie to climb up and go inside it?
Goonie could probably honestly, Goonie could pick the lock.
You know, that's a good idea.
I will say this. If you're using Goonie to pick the lock, I will have you roll for sneaky, and I will add 2 to that roll.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's roll for clever.
Why?
That's a -2 bumped up to a 0.
The dice do not like me. The dice just do not like me.
He puts out a claw and tries to finagle the lock, and you hear something break in the mechanism.
Oh,
Oh no.
shizer.
And you see Goonie recoil back, and he starts sucking his paw.
Oh, his little claw.
Oh no.
It's his first time being a sneaky little devil, professionally.
Hey, I have an idea.
Yeah?
How about Diamond just blasts down the door?
Jesus Christ.
My goodness.
So we've hit that point.
Chris, wait, did Maddie say that in character? Or is this...
You know what? Why
This is
not? Maddie just looks, she just taps her chin and she goes, listen, I know what you're going to say, but I think things are getting desperate here. And she kind of looks down at Diamond's Pokeball and then looks back up at Chris. and looks down at Diamond's Pokeball again. And she's like, I'm just saying.
Maddie, I am ashamed that you would even say something like that. Why should we purposely try to decimate this area? It's not even our own area, and he takes out the Pokeball, just pops out Diamond. That is just really absurd for you to even say something like that. I mean, honestly, what do you think, Diamond? Could you please use Prison Blast on the door? Why would you even suggest something so barbaric?
The door flies across the room and skids on the floor, leaving scratch marks.
Pops her back into the ball.
Maddie just like stares at Chris like dumbfounded, and she's like, I was really not expecting that to work.
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. See, Diamond's been on the ball the entire time. Don't know what happened. Oh, look, the door's open.
Okay, well,
I thought you were gonna play the puzzle solved.
you know what? At this point, I don't think you guys deserve it.
How could we have gotten in, Kay? What was the
You could have
actual
picked the lock.
thing?
You could have actually
We
succeeded.
tried. We got bad rolls.
In the lock.
We did try.
Anywho,